Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another day in my life here on our little homestead in the city. So today I'm going to be sharing food and cooking that we did, including the recipe for the bread that I've been making lately. I've been getting so many requests about that. I also got to do a little midday pampering while Logan was asleep. Speaking of which, thank you to Josie Marin, the sponsor of today's video. Oh, and we decided to completely change the layout of our bedroom, so I'm going to share that with you as well. And yeah, it was basically just another day hanging out, getting stuff done, working on the homestead, and living life. So yeah, with all of that being said, let's hop right in. So I've mentioned this before, but I often fall asleep at night or go to bed at night dreaming of food or literally just scrolling through Pinterest, looking at recipes. I'll kind of think about what I'm vibing for the next day as far as food. I've never been one at this point who can really plan out a week of meals, so it's usually the night before that I'm thinking about it. Anyways, I had in my head that I really wanted to have potatoes, asparagus, and eggs for breakfast on this morning. So that is what I made. So I started off, as you saw, by dicing up some potatoes, and then I broke the woody ends off of the asparagus. Then I cracked my eggs into a bowl. By the way, some of these were eggs from our chickens. Very exciting times. Every time I get an egg from them, I still honestly can't believe it. So then I added some pink Himalayan salt as well as some black pepper to the mix. And then I whisked my eggs together. Whisked. Why is that kind of a hard word to say? No, whisked. So at this point, I also asked Dan if he could open up a pomegranate for us to chow down on with breakfast as well. And so he did it. So the way that I cooked the potatoes is on a pan with some butter. By the way, you're gonna see in this video, my diet keeps shifting because I've been experimenting with kind of seeing how I react to taking different food groups out and then putting them back in. I'll be explaining more in an upcoming Q&A because I've gotten so many questions about this, but I just wanted to say that if you're confused about things that I'm eating, including the butter. By the way, I put some avocado oil, maybe butter, I actually don't remember, with the asparagus as well. Then I put my eggs on a pan and just kind of, monitored all my food as you do when cooking. By the way, my favorite way to eat eggs lately is to scramble them like this on a very, very low heat so that it takes about 10 minutes to cook. And then I shred in some manchego cheese at the end, which is a sheep's milk cheese, and it's so good. Obviously, I have a little salt and or pepper, but yeah, delicious. Sometimes I'll actually saute little bits of onion as well, or garlic. This went off to a whole thing, but it's just, I didn't know I would like manchego, and I've been liking it, and I've just been liking this method of making my eggs. Also, I cook my potatoes for quite a while till they get pretty brown. I like them to be more crunchy and less squishy, if that makes sense. And then with the asparagus at the end, I added in some balsamic vinaigrette or balsamic vinegar and some garlic, just so it would cook up but not become burnt. By the time we actually eat breakfast, Logan is usually like steadily en route towards a nap. So if he looks a little sleepy, that's why. So once Logan went down for his nap, I very excitedly turned on the shower. I take a full-on shower like this probably once a week, where like my hair is washed, my body is scrubbed, all that jazz. So that brings us to today's sponsor, which is once again, Josie Maran. So I'm a big fan of the argan oil that Josie Maran carries. And this argan sugar bomb body scrub is so good. Not only does it smell amazing, which by the way, her products are made without synthetics. The whole mission of the brand is to have clean skincare and beauty products that are suitable for all skin types. So anyways, not only does it smell amazing, but it feels amazing. I go kind of crazy with this stuff and I give my body a deep scrub. Now, after I do the scrub, I use this body wash from Josie's Skin Dope line that includes hemp proteins in it. This stuff also smells amazing and light. Now on this day, I also used these two products on my face. The Argan Milk Clean Skin Niacinamide, which is a vitamin B cleanser. So it's very gentle and soothing. And then I followed it up with the Skin Dope 5-minute facial. This stuff does a great job at exfoliating my skin, but it's not intense, if you know what I mean. It feels great. Honestly, that's the theme of all of these products. My skin loves her stuff. All of her products can be layered and used interchangeably depending on your skin's needs, and I love that. If you guys want to check out Josie Maran, you can use the link below to check them out on her website as well as Sephora. I really think you guys will love her stuff. Thank you again, Josie Maran, for sponsoring this video. So I showed in a recent video that I was getting back into sprouting. I had taken a class in the last few weeks about sprouting to learn more. I think that sprouting is, how many times can I say sprouting? Amazing. You can grow such a high nutrient dense food in your home relatively easily. So on this day, I had some alfalfa sprouts and mung bean sprouts growing. I've actually eaten these sprouts now, particularly the alfalfa sprouts tasted amazing. Then I looked over and Dan was doing some computer work and Logan was hanging out with him, and I just thought that they looked really cute together. I said this on Instagram recently, but Daddy Dan might be my favorite Dan. Watching my husband become a father, I know every woman says this, or a lot of women say this, has been the most crazy, cool experience ever. So at this point, we stepped outside to check on our greenhouse because this greenhouse has been crazy. First off, half the plants died, as you can see. Second off, as you guys know, if you've been following all this drama, the chickens broke into the greenhouse twice. So we kept getting pushed back in the start of our plants. Plus, this is our first year ever using any greenhouse type situation. So I will say it again, we don't know what we're doing. But yeah, I went in, put a little time in, watered the plants I wanted to water, and Dan and I just, you know, hung out outside and did our fake homesteading thing. Oh, by the way, on this day, Dan decided to take out the jalapeno plant and harvest the remaining jalapenos that we had. I've already eaten all of them. How crazy are chicken feet? Like, I actually think that they're kind of creepy, but I'm so used to the chickens now, and sometimes I can't believe that I'm on this life path. I have people in my life that I would consider way more tough than me and have done way crazier things than me, and they're scared of my chickens. So I feel like I've become like bold farmer Nikki in the last couple years. So before Logan's second nap, I decided to take him out on a walk. And once I got Logan to sleep, it was time to make some bread for dinner. So this is like such a basic bread recipe, and I'm going to link the pin from my Pinterest where I got this recipe from. It's so easy. Honestly, I nailed it the first time, and I'm not bragging about myself nailing it. I'm saying that because I feel like if I could nail it, you can nail it. So basically all I did was take 1 packet of yeast. By the way, I'm transitioning to sourdough, but I wanted to mess with like regular bread a little bit too. So a package of yeast, half a tablespoon of pink Himalayan salt, a cup and a half of warm water that was about 100 degrees to like 110, and then 3 1/4 cups of flour. Check the link though down below because there's more specific directions than that to it. Like you need to mix the yeast and the salt and the water all together first and let it kind of bubble before you throw the flour in. I actually didn't expect to give you those specific directions verbally, but still, don't take my word on it. Bread and just baking in general is more of a science than cooking is. So this is like a time where you should probably follow directions. So go check that out. All right, guys. So one day I was rocking Logan to sleep and I had this like realization of how we could move our room around. Now, I'm not one of those people that like moves my space around all of this time. Like I don't know. Some people I feel like are moving it around like weekly. I don't really do that. But I had this idea and I was just like, this would be way better and give us so much more room. So I pitched it to Dan. He loved it. And then he made the next pitch, and that was putting our mattress on the floor. So I wanted to move the bed over to the wall because we are still co-sleeping with Logan, but at this point he's starting to become more of an active sleeper. And whereas before he could sleep on the side and have our little setup with our pillows and whatever, it's a whole thing, couldn't do that anymore and feel safe about it. So we started having him sleep between us, but we don't always want that either. So that was kind of the idea of moving the bed to the wall. But then Dan said, hey, maybe we should put the mattress on the floor as well, like Logan's room. And I was in. So that is what you are seeing us do. Move stuff around, clean up, take down the bed frame. By the way, my sister Shayna has been coming over recently and helping us care for Logan a couple hours a week, and that's been really awesome for like a whole long list of reasons. By the way, this is one of the t-shirts that I thrifted for Logan last month. So guys, look at how great this is. I feel like this opened up the room so much more. So before going to bed, we thawed some breast milk that we were lucky enough to get from Auntie Marlene, because my supply alone has not been enough for Logan lately. And then I chopped up a bunch of our like leftover scraps for the chickens. Now, since then, I've stopped chopping them up. I realized they will just pick at them. But this night, I chopped them up. So that is it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, like usual, please give it a thumbs up. It really lets me know what you like and also helps to support my channel. Lastly, thank you again, Josie Marin, for sponsoring this video. I'm obsessed with your products. And with all of that being said, I will hopefully see you guys back here soon with another new video. Okay, bye guys.